Just please bear with me. Yeah, thank you. Good morning, America. I should be live everywhere. Just bear with me, please. There we go. That's better. Excellent. I think I'm up and running now. So I'm sorry for the late start. Won't bore you with the details. I'm just gonna have a couple of minutes of quiet time. Just need to I'm tempted to be a buyer here in the DAX. Please stand by for that. Probably going to do it in a bit smaller size. And with Okay. Keep an eye on the FTSE as well for a long position. Okay, so the Nasdaq is trading gap down and is currently still within inside the overnight range. So if we're looking at the 15-minute chart, we can see that we're firmly inside the overnight range. Why are we selling off? Well, if you look at the let's take the 30-minute chart and go back to yesterday. We're selling off because over here, the day before, we took out prior day's high, and then we reversed back into the range. So we got a series of high here, another, 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 and another. And every time that we've done that, we've seen a retracement of some description. One from 22,040 down to 21,000. So about 300 points, probably a little bit more than that here. So if I probably be able to do like a, say that's probably a measured move, I imagine, or it looks like it. And so right now, in this very moment, I'm contending with a market that is by and large trading undecidedly. Inside range. One is probing the top end, 3 is 4 and probing the low end, and we're sort of sat in the middle of that. My DAX position, it seems to me as if they want to believe that the US is going to be positive later on. That's why I'm also, I want to be a buyer of the FTSE, although I'm a little bit less in a rush to do that. The Dow is so for me, I have the absolute honors of having exited my long position. Sorry, I need to show that on a 5-minute chart. So I had a position yesterday in the Dow. We've gone through this in Europe's stream, where I shorted it here, kind of changed my mind here, flipped the switch and went long, added to it, had a fair bit of will it, won't it, and then through a sheer miracle, I got out right here. And then the market, well, trended low all day. And so here we are this morning, flirting with the top end of the overnight range, and me yet to decide what am I going to do. DAX is doing exactly what I was hoping it would do. But I was trading it in small size. I realize now that I shouldn't have traded that in 2. It should have been in 3, but there you go. Safe to move, stop loss. So I'm just going to be patient. I closed the DAX, would have been stopped out for nothing. What do you want to do? On the 10-minute chart, 2 is engulfed by 1 and also 3. I interpret that as the market hasn't made up its mind yet what it wants to do. Taking a long position in the FTSE. Doubling up on the FTSE. Shit. Bought another one in the FTSE. Stand by on the Dow, please. I'm buying the Dow here. At 42,420. I'm buying the Nasdaq here. So the long positions I've engaged with in the Dow is the result of the breakout of a 15-minute called a school run. The problem that I have is that we're bouncing up against the overnight range, and as such, I could have taken the anti, meaning that I'm selling short above 2. The same could have been applied to the narrative in the Nasdaq, where you're selling short above 2. That's called the anti-school run. I have decided to go with trend. I'm taking a chance here in the DAX and I'm buying it at 78. I'm gonna very quickly move my stop loss. Actually, 50 is okay, I think. Bit underwater on everything, it seems. DAX is underwater, FTSE is underwater, Nasdaq is underwater, Dow is performing. I'm doubling up in the Dow. Wow, my FTSE is suffering. Shit. Coming up to the top end of the overnight range in the Dow. That'll be interesting to see how it navigates that. I'm just showing my account for a little while so you can see what's going on. Here's what we're up against in the Dow, the overnight high. I wonder why my software isn't showing the close. I don't know why. So sorry about that. I can't get it to show the previous day's close, but I can just figure it out here. So yesterday we closed at approximately 42,522, so up here. Yeah. Okay, so Dow is knocking on the overnight range door. I'm thinking gap fill. I'll show you my account, what's going on. The FTSE is losing me, but the Nasdaq and the Dow is looking better now. Thanks, James. How are you feeling? Are you nervous? You okay? You're doing okay. You're doing very well. It's okay to be a little apprehensive. It's absolutely okay. Okay, so the Dow so far is pushing through the overnight range. I'm going to ease my position a little bit, taking 30 points here. So closed for Dow. Okay. So now there is some money in the tank. Yeah. Just ease the position a little bit. I'm a little bit concerned about this overnight range too. So I'm thinking about easing my position too. FTSE is looking a little more manageable now, huh? Dow is pushing higher. Lovely. Probably stop loss to stop loss just minus 15 now in the Dow. Dow is earning. So let's close the Dow here for, sorry, the DAX, sorry. Let's close the DAX here for 19 points. Let's see what we got left. We got some FTSE positions that aren't really performing. What's the prospect? Well, we got bar 85 being a bear bar, but 86 and 87 is pulling it in the opposite direction, probably inspired by the Nasdaq, where we have a full position, and the Dow, where we have a full position but no add-ons. We just closed the DAX because I'm thinking 85, and well, just because. Oh, sorry. I'm deleting the orders that I put in the FTSE. So I think I'm losing very little now in the FTSE. I think I might have miscalculated the FTSE. So let's see what I can do here. Closing it at 30. Probably lost £50. I will check shortly. So what have we got? Well, we got two US positions. We got a Nasdaq that is pushing higher. Lovely. We got a full boat here, and then the Dow. So I think I'm gonna close my Dow now for plus 40, maybe a bit more, because we're at the top end of the range. And then let's just see what I got left in the Nasdaq. I'm closing my Nasdaq here for, I shouldn't really. How do I feel about that? Yeah, I'm doing it. Close Dow. So close. So I should have a clear book now with no opening orders. Just bear with me 1 second. I need to just go and scream at something. There we go. Thanks for your patience with me. In Telegram, I am posting my score. Actually, let me just do that here as well. Here we go. There's the DAX trade that basically stopped me out for very little. Tell you what I'll do. I'll do it like this so it's easier to follow. There we go. So you should probably be able to see it now. So here are the trades. We started the account here at 33,200 and we're ending at 33,700. So a £500 session so far, added to the European session, which was 800, which I think I did post earlier in Telegram. Yes, I did. But I can do it here. So here's what I did during the European hours. So you can see here we had some really solid trades. 370, 560, 620, 720, 780, 750. So about 750, 800 pounds. So it's been a really good trading day. Any particular reason why I was easing the throttle a bit? Well, because of how I read price action, I was concerned about how the market would react to the overnight range. And that applied to both the US and also how that would in turn affect the European markets. So here's the track record for the entire day. I imagine that the indices, there you go, they are pushing higher. Well, good for them. So I exited my Dow at 461. Now we are 20 points higher. And in the Nasdaq, I exited mine at 21,888. We're currently now at 21,874. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, right? I think I am going to go a little easy on myself. I have had a little accident during training, and I am, I'm a little bit affected by it. Damn you, FTSE. So with these trades behind me and the account up nicely on the day and on the week, I think I will bid you farewell for today. Sorry that we started later. Hopefully the end result made up for that. I'm going to blow you a virtual kiss. Say look after yourself, stay strong. And I'll see you tomorrow. I know it's Wednesday and I don't normally stream live trade on Wednesday, but well, I'm just having so much fun at the moment, so I like to do it. For the US session, I'm unsure what I want to do. You have the FOMC later, and I want to trade the FOMC. Probably like to trade it with you. I just don't know whether I will be trading the US, but I will let you know via Telegram. If you want to contact me, please do so in the details that is provided in the YouTube channel in the description below. Thank you so much, and good night for now.